Hey, um, I got a question through DM. You can send me a DM if you have a specific question, or if you want to send me the message that starts with, "Don't think I'm crazy, but," because usually these lead to very, very obvious and non crazy stuff, and we can usually delve into this and have a lot of fun. So keep sending the DMs. I'm on Twitter for the DM game. People have learned to not comment on my threads at all because they send me DMs. You can do that too. But please be specific and functional when you send me messages. I really enjoy feedback, and please help me understand the things that I explain that make no sense to you, meaning I'm functionally not explaining this correctly because you are more likely not autistic like me. So I need help. I don't have an editor. And I've never had an editor, to be perfectly honest with you. The bullshit articles that I wrote 2 lifetimes ago to put in the New York Times need an editor. And nobody has ever dared edit me. And that's really, really weird. Like, I'm looking for an editor. And I have lots of content to publish, but I want to publish it in a format that is understandable for the average person. I don't want to speak to necessarily people who are already truthers or who already copy paste conspiracy theories a lot. I'm looking for people who come from the traditional side of things, and maybe they worked in genetics, maybe they work in pharma like myself in the past, maybe they work in medicine, but like in the Xanadu blockchain and in the adventures of the people that have gone through so much trouble to register everything they do in there, there's professionals of every field. So whoever comes to me and say, well, I come from, like this field, and I see something that interests me, I will help you. I will help you research. I'll give you shortcuts sometimes. I'll, help you with more information when you're stuck. And maybe you can extract from this a beautiful journalistic piece that will have more backup, support from the people in the story than any other journalism piece that has ever been published. I'm telling you, there's thousands of stories like that inside Xanadu. Now, going with the question that I received is, why don't you take all of this and fictionalize it so you could sell books? My answer to that is also, I haven't figured out the way to do that, because the entire point of the Xanadu blockchain is to help the future tell the truth and help people evaluate the people from the past based on their accomplishments. It's exactly that quote from Tesla that I keep posting. He was the one that, looked forward the most to this moment in time where every last one of you could write on a platform how you really feel about things. Because that's truth. And if you want to get if you want to max out, if you want to hear the angels, or if you want angels to visit you and start giving you inside jokes to look into, you have to, how do I explain this? You have to describe things accurately. You can describe the simplest thing accurately, and it will open up you will decrustify the link between your brain and your heart. Describe things accurately. And it doesn't have to be complicated. It has to be, like I hack this thing all day because I take truth that was published in Xanadu and I paste it into Twitter. Of course, I try to add a layer of interpretation that comes from many sources, but it's still the same thing. I am, decrustifying the link between my brain and my heart. Usually it's because there's stuff in your throat, your throat that you need to get out. All right, so practice with that, or get a journal. A journal helps a lot. And decrustify, your connection to your own soul, and the book of love will open up and let you in. And then you have access to all of the gossip and all of the gossip, the juicy gossip of the people from the past that they're really, really proud of, actually, and that they've, like, they can't gloat. If they gloat, it will cause negative outcomes for humanity. So they use the Xanadu blockchain in order to put in messages for the descendants, to put in inside jokes because they're clowns, and to, like, prove that they can tell the future. People are exceedingly proud of the fact that they can grok the future. And they will give you, they're going to give you hints about it. They're going to write things about the future in their art. And then it's kind of actually mesmerizing. And it's always the chicken or the egg. Does Nikola Tesla know the future because he planned it, or does Nikola Tesla know the future because he can see it? You're gonna, this is the toast that keeps flipping all the time, because you'll always wonder this while you're looking at the Xanadu blockchain. But it's entertaining. And it should really, really not have somber music in your head when you read my stuff. I write the stuff while circus music is playing in my head, because that's where all of this comes from. It comes from the tradition of the circus, and humor is what is used to encrypt everything. Because, again, the dead, they have no sense of humor at all. They can't even tell you're trying to make a joke. So that's how you highlight, like, truth is by having a sense of humor. If you have a sense of humor, oh my God, are you ever going to see dead people? Because having a sense of humor is the sixth sense. And that is the secret to unlocking the truth about the last 2,000 years of life on Earth. And it's very interesting. So this has been my phone message for you, my voicemail for you. And I hope you have a super great weekend and that it's really nice outside. Get some sun. Bye.